if you don't thank a fellow citizen who opens the door for you and allows you to pass first. Your car will be towed or you will be sent immediately to jail. Stop being so rude. Passed. Greetings, citizens. It is me, Eddie Hearn, your new President of the world. Today, I am going to decide which new laws to pass now that I am in charge. Sport Bible will get priority access to all Matchroom and PDC events.
Interesting one, that.
It is. I mean, I would say no. I would say I love Sport Bible, but you're a little bit hit and miss, aren't you? Do you know what I mean? Like, look, we got Ben Eubank coming up, right? Oh, you'll be there. Oh, you'll be right up my jacksie. Oh, Eddie. Oh, Eddie, you're such a great promoter. Oh, come and be president of the world. Oh, where were you at the Next Gen? At the Indigo the other week on a Friday night. Didn't see you there, mate. We will review this presidential order in 12 months, but I want to see greater commitment to all boxing events and not just the World Championship, not just to turn up and do a little bit with Luke Littler. Across the board, grassroots up. Show me your commitment to the Sport Bible over the next 12 months. And if this continues, you shall get access and priority to Matchroom Boxing and PDC events. But until then, motion denied. Simon Jordan will be Chancellor of the Exchequer. I mean, I feel like I want my cabinet to be resilient. I want them to stand up in the face of adversity. I want them to argue the point. Quite frankly, I want them to be pompous. And with that in mind, I would like to welcome Mr. Jordan to my cabinet. The only issue is we'll keep him away from the finances because we know how that all went. But yes, I think Simon Jordan would be a welcome addition to the cabinet. And in that respect, the presidential order shall be approved for Simon Jordan to enter as Chancellor of the Exchequer.
How well do you think you'd work with Simon on a day-to-day basis?
Absolutely terribly. But as you've seen, it will definitely go viral. Oh, nepotism will be banned.
How do you feel about that one in particular, President?
Got a bit of an itch, to be honest with you. I don't know. What I will say is that it's not always easy to turn the silver spoon gold. Should the son or daughter of a famous or successful person, individual, businessman, not 10x the company towards IPO levels, then you will also, with the people that do not say thank you when you let them through, you will also receive jail time, okay? I say this because I did it. And I spun the lot up, right? And if you don't, you useless silver spoon rich kid, you shall be penalised and you shall be sent to prison. Thank you. So therefore, nepotism will not be banned, but it will come with an order from the president that if you mess it up, you are useless. Right. A promoter who sells out Wembley Stadium will instantly become a knight or a dame. I would like to just alter this slightly. The proposed presidential order is that a promoter who sells out Wembley Stadium will instantly become a knight. I think we should make this a little bit harder and make it a promoter who sells out Wembley Stadium on several occasions will become a knight. Very good, because that's me. I've done it in my sleep. Absolutely nailed on. Not only president of the world, call me Sir Eddie Hearn.
In your sport, in what you do, is that the pinnacle?
Yeah, the pinnacle, I mean, any major outdoor stadium and any stadium that's synonymous with boxing history. So, to be honest with you, I don't like to talk about a lot of my achievements, but since you've asked me, we've sold out Wembley Stadium, we've sold out Millennium Stadium, we've sold out T-Mobile in Las Vegas, I've sold out Dallas Cowboys, the biggest ever attendance record for American boxing as well. Madison Square Garden in New York. Yeah, the list goes on, to be honest with you. I mean, nothing major. If you don't thank a fellow driver who gives way, your car will be towed straight to jail. Have you done your research on me?
Might have had a look at some videos, Eddie.
This is the most disgusting, heinous crime I think that can ever be reported for our people, our citizens and our country. If you let someone past, if you open a door, I would like to extend this order beyond just allowing and making sure that a driver will say thank you. I want to extend it to opening of doors. I want to extend it of moving a chair. I want to extend it of any form of courtesy that should be relayed as a Brit. Therefore, if you don't thank a fellow driver who gives way, if you don't thank a fellow citizen who opens the door for you and allows you to pass first, your car will be towed or you will be sent immediately to jail. Stop being so rude. Passed.
What if you were trying to get off a junction, you're on the M11, right? You're trying to get off the junction, but there's a queue on that junction. Do you try and creep in? Or do you join the back of the queue?
What, you old Bill or something? Of course I try and creep in. Dogs are now banned from workplaces for being too distracting. As your president of the world, sometimes I feel like I have to give it to you straight. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. I'm not gonna try and, look out for certain groups of people who I may offend. It's got to be real and it's got to come from the heart. How is it fine for a dog to be in a restaurant sitting there, or some of them sit on a chair, where you pick up the food and you feed them at the table? This is not normal, okay? Dogs do not go to restaurants. They go into a kennel or they go into a side room where they eat their food. They don't join you in a public place to eat openly like humans. And I know there'll be people watching this going, dogs are humans. Dogs aren't humans. Dogs are animals, fine animals. And I feel like, particularly in our great country, great companions, not at the dinner table getting fed a sausage down the local cafe. But I'm not going to ban dogs from the public workplace because I think it will affect my position in Parliament and it will also affect my vote amongst the strange people. But this is not passed this time, but for God's sake, do not take dogs to restaurants.
If, hypothetically, you're dealing with, let's say, Ben Shalom over an upcoming fight, and to one of your meetings he brings his dog, how did you feel about that?
I'd say, what's that? And he goes, my dog. I go, what, are you mental? Get it out. I'm not sitting here having a meeting while you got a dog. In fact, I did have a meeting once with a fighter who came to discuss his new contract, and his advisor bought 2 Dobermans and they sat in my office just looking at me. Interesting tactic. He got everything he wanted, but it's just a bit of a strange meeting.
I've shaken the hands of pretty much every single guy I've ever fought in my life. I've had 37 fights. I wouldn't shake the hand of Conor Benn.